Inshallah, our lecture today is going to be about the road to Imam Mahdi number 5. In every lecture, it has an individual subject. They're not connected together. But the only thing that connecting together is Imam Mahdi salamullah alayh. Because we learned that all the Anbiya, all the representation of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And from the first lecture, I mentioned something very important. I told you when Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, at the very end of the time, someone will come, his name will be like, my name will be like his name, Muhammad, al-Mahdi, salamullah alayhi. And his laqab, he will be known as Abu al-Qasim. And I showed you the secret of what is exactly al-Qasim. It's the connection between Imam Ali, all the Imams, to Imam Mahdi, salamullah alayhi. And the beautiful thing about Imam Mahdi is, he is Yawm al-Jumu'ah. He is Yawm al-Jumu'ah. Look how beautiful is Yawm al-Jumu'ah is. Yawm al-Jumu'ah has the Friday. Friday is for Imam Mahdi. Everything came from Imams, everything, all the dua, all the supplications. When you read the du'as, all of them, they're talking about secrets, they're talking about symbols. They're representing something very important in the kingdom of Allah Azza wa Jal. What we call it, kingdom mean malakut. But there's no English word that can speak right about what does malakut mean in Arabic. That's why I'm gonna keep referring to kingdom as malakut. In the malakut word, where is the angels, Allah Azza wa Jal He created all this area, this space for the anwar of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Ahl al-Kisa, the 5 Ahl al-Kisa, and then later He created Ahl al-Bayt salamullah alayhim, all of them. All this creation is represented over here as a test. I told you previously, Allah Azza wa Jal, when He tested our Adam, He tested him based on his ego. He told him, do not eat from this tree, and then if you eat from that, you will be downgraded. Not downgraded to earth, because he's going to earth anyway. How did we know that? Because before the creation, before us, were all humans, but they have their own Adams. They're separate than our Adam. I see now the other school of thought, like the Sunnis and the Christians, they're struggling with finding humans, and they're not really sure if the Darwinism is right or wrong. We are the only school of thought because of Imam Ali salamullah alayhi. He mentioned before your Adam, there's 1,000 Adam, and there's 1 million Adam, and each one of them, they passed the test before coming here, except our Adam, he didn't pass the test. His ego to be compared to Rasulullah and Imam Ali, because in ayah, I mentioned the ayah, when he said Iblis, God, he stopped you from eating this tree because He doesn't want you to be like those malakain. Malakain mean in Arabic two words, it has two meanings. Subhanallah, that's the dimension of Arabic. The first word malakain mean 2 angels, and then malakain mean 2 from the kings. You can say malakain. And logically, if you want to say those malakain are not from angels, because how can someone he wants something higher and then he want to be like the angels, while the angels are bowing for him? You see, it doesn't make sense. So he is aiming for something higher. So because we are like this Adam, Allah Azza wa Jal, He put us in His dhuriyah. His dhuriyah mean in His lineage, because we are like Him. If Allah Azza wa Jal were to make us Adams ourselves, we will do the same thing. Don't think you're special. We will do exactly same thing like our Adam. That's why Allah Azza wa Jal, through the law of jadab, gravity of what this Adam did, our arwah, our spirit in that world came all to this Adam, and then Allah Azza wa Jal tested this Adam with us, and then we did the same mistake that he did, and then we all came in here. So the main test is over here, knowing, battling with our ego. This is the main problem. That's what we're facing mainly in the universe. And the best person now to speak about the ego is Al-Khidr alayhi salam. Al-Khidr alayhi salam, many people, they're fighting over him. Nobody know what his real name is, because he had a name. Al-Khidr is just a laqab. People know him as Al-Khidr because any land he go to it, everything around him will be green. That's why they call them Al-Khudr. Yani a person who bring life to everything. Because the green color, the meaning of life. I don't mean the dollars, huh? Just the nature. So the meaning of life is the green. When it is green, then you're talking about someone young, someone powerful. And he's been living, I'm not sure how many thousands of years. Some narrations say 8,000 years, some of them 4,000. Not less than 2,000 years, not less. Yani, most likely 6,000 years, 5,000 years, around that much. And he witnessed many things. And the dimension I spoke before about what is the kingdom of Imam Mahdi salamullah alayhi, yani the malakut of Imam Mahdi. It has something very important, the malakut Imam Mahdi. He is time itself. When we speak about Sahib al-Asr wa Zaman, if you study more about the relativity theory, relativity that was presented by Einstein, you call him. This guy, he spoke about something called relativity. What do I mean by that? For example, if we send something to space, and then we put for example twin, one we keep him here, and then we send him another one we send him through space. Those people in space might travel 40 years from Earth time, and then they will come back. Those twin, they will meet each other. The first one will be 40 years old, the second one will be only 10 years old, while they spend the same time. You see, so this is what we call relativity. Speaking about religion is speaking about relativity. Nothing is 100% haram, bad to do, nothing, except not worshipping Allah Azza wa Jal, not following what exactly He wants. Only about Allah I'm talking, only about Allah. Anything under that is relative. For example, lying, there are some places where you can lie. For example, let's say we are in south of Lebanon now, and there's a operation from the resistance, they're doing the freedom fighters, and let's say the enemies came to you and they said, did you see some of those people? Can you say now inside yourself, oh, I cannot lie, I have to tell them where they went from? If you tell them where they went, they'll be able to go kill them. So this way you will be responsible in killing people. So you have to lie in this moment. We have something called taqiyya. Taqiyya means, for example, if you wanna save your life, don't say what exactly you believe in. And this is one of the things that you can lie about. For sure, it has a lot of rules, but always there's something called relativity in religion. Right? When all those lectures I'm speaking about, when I keep talking about the prophets, I'm telling you everything inside the Quran al-Kareem, it has a symbol. Allah Azza wa Jal, He sent 128,000 prophets. There's a narration that said 124,000 prophets. And each one of them, they have a picture from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Each one has a test from what Rasulullah was tested about. Each one of them, even their names. I told you about this before. Even if you bring everyone's name, he will be representing something from Rasulullah. So if Allah Azza wa Jal, He wanna mention someone's name in the Quran, then it is something important. Al-Khidr alayhi salam, he did not mention his name as Al-Khidr. He said Al-Abdul Salih, the good servant, Al-Abdul Salih, yani the best servant, or something like that. His narration is fascinating. If Allah Azza wa Jal didn't mention him in the Quran, nobody will know he existed. But why exactly He mentioned him? Because he want to tell you that he has a lot of people that they work in what we call it az-zil. What do I mean by zil in English? Who know what's zil in English? Shadow, yeah. How shadow come? How shadow come to life? Shadow come to life when you have a body, and then there's a sun in front of it, and then it's shadowing. The shadow is the presence of the body itself. Yani if you want me to show you I'm in existence, I'll bring a light, and then I'll hit my body, and then you will see the shadow, right? But Allah Azza wa Jal, when He speak in the shadow in the Holy Quran, He's speaking about very deep meanings. Subhanalladhi madda al-dhil walau sha'a laj'alahu sakinan. In the Quran, in the Holy Quran, Allah Azza wa Jal, He says Subhanallah, that He made the dhil is reaction for the body, and if He wanted, He will make it stable to it. Yani if you make the sun come to you, the dhil will change the location, right? Uh, the dhil by itself, in a deeper meaning, in arfan meaning, it is the science itself. This is very important point. The science itself, the shadow is the sign. It's the science itself. Why the science itself? Because science has a many dimensions. I'm speaking now a little bit deeper. When Allah Azza wa Jal created Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and Ahl al-Bayt, in the science of energy, we have something called the science of coherence. Did you ever hear about it? Did you ever heard about it? The science of coherence is when you have a strong energy, it will interact with something else, and then it will produce different points. I want you to search more about it because it's a very deep subject. How can I transfer the science of coherence to Ahlul Bayt Salamullah? Because they are the energy of the universe. This is a point, inshallah, I'll pass it fast. I don't want to go deeper into it because I know it will confuse you a little bit. Because Ahlul Bayt Salamullah alayhim are the energy of the universe. Allah Azza wa Jal made the universe from them. I will show you that Imam Ali existed in many places at the same time. Yani masalan, Imam Ali said, I existed with all the prophets in a sir, yani in secrecy, and I was with Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam bil alan, and I was with him publicly. If you read the Quran, you see that he was everywhere, Imam Ali. وَجَاءَ مِنْ أَقْصَى الْمَدِينَةِ رَجُلٌ يَسْعَى. In the Holy Quran, he mentioning a person came in from Aqsa al-Medina, from the very, very corner of this city. But he didn't mention him who was he. He was Imam Ali salamullah alayhi. Why? He existed before the existence of his real body on earth. They have this kind of energy, this kind of spirit that they're always in existence. They don't die, even if they show you that they're died, but it is just for something we don't really understand what is it. Inshallah, in the future we might understand why those bodies exist on those places, because they have a science for that. Everything Allah Azza wa Jal made it for a science reasons. I will tell you that he died, Imam Ali died many times too. If you go to Afghanistan, Imam Ali has a big place where they say he was buried there. You believe it or not, you can search it on Google. You put the shrine of Imam Ali in Afghanistan, and you will see it it look very close like the one in Najaf. If you look at Sayyidah Zainab has two places that both people, they claim the real Sayyidah Zainab existed there, and they both argue very strongly that when they go there and they ask for hajat, for what they want from Allah Azza wa Jal, they both see Sayyidah Zainab and their hajat they're given. Same thing for Imam Ali. Same thing for many imams. I cannot, this is like very deep science. I cannot give you where exactly it is. So this is the science of coherence. Yani they existed many times, and one of those existent is Sayyidah Maryam salamullah alayha. Sayyidah Maryam is it has an exact story like Sayyidah Zahra. Sayyidah Zahra alayha salam, she everything was created from her. When I told you that there's a narration how Nabi Isa salam, you want me to say what is the narration or not? How Nabi Isa was created, Allah Azza wa Jal, how he created him. When Adam alayhi salam, when Allah Azza wa Jal made the body of Adam, our Adam, the ruh came in, Jibreel alayhi salam, and he put a lot of energy into him. And then when he woke up, he said like this, the babies, when they come to life, they give this. The angels, because this is from the spirit, they took it from the side, and then later Gabriel, he put this from Adam into the womb of Mary, and then Isa alayhi salam came in. So the spiritual father of Isa is Adam alayhi salam. You see, we all are connected by Adam, even by different way. Why? Because he want to show us how Imam Ali was created from Rasulullah. That's how Adam was, Isa, how Allah Azza wa Jal created him from Adam. This is why. So Maryam over here, look, it is between them. Same thing like Sayyidah Zahra. For example, Sayyidah Maryam, nobody know where she was buried. Nobody know. If you search history, nobody know where is her grave. Why? Because she's showing something about Sayyidat Zahra in the future. So there's always the science of interference. Allah Azza wa Jal, He want always things repeated so we understand, because we are doing the same task. For example, every 100 years, many great people they're gonna come in here, many bad people they're gonna come in, and it is almost the same battle. I'm not saying something special. It's always gonna be interfered by many mu'mins, by many people, by many scientists. Type. So what exactly I'm speaking about? I'm speaking that if, for example, in my lecture I'm speaking about Ibrahim alayhi salam, and someone else will come to you and he will say this person is on drug, me, I'm talking about myself. This person is on drug. He's not saying anything right. He has a good creative mind that he can write stories and he's making you movies. No, actually I want to show you religion, and I will show you like this flower, tulips. Religion is like those tulips. Science is like those tulips. Every aspect, it is look exactly the same like the other one. For example, every leaf is look like the other one, but all together they make the religion. For example, by religion itself, for example, if I keep talking about only religion, how you do your prayers, how you do your salah, how you do your siyam, it is good. This is what make the flower itself. This is what make. But over here, this is the spirituality. This is the science. You always have to be blended. If you tell me what kind of books you want me to read, I will tell you read physics, chemistry, and so on, and then read Arfan and read. I will not block you from reading other books. I don't want you to be blocked by some ulama. They always want you to stay only in the same region. They don't want you to expand more and more and more. Ahlul Bayt Salamullah alayhim, he want that from you. And this is where Al-Khidr alayhi salam came in. Al-Khidr, because he has all those sciences, Allah Azza wa Jal gave him the ilm al-ladunni. Ilm al-ladunni is the deepest science that someone can get. How did we know about Al-Khidr alayhi salam? Musa alayhi salam, he was sitting, and then one old man from the Bani Israel came into him, and he said, are you the most knowledgeable person? Are you the most highest person in knowledge? He said, based on what I know, yes. I mean, there's nobody, because I'm a prophet. Allah Azza wa Jalla will send me all the science. But the second day someone came into him, he said, Allah Azza wa Jalla spoke to him. I'm sorry, he told him, who told you you're the most knowledgeable person? There's someone else who is more knowledgeable than you. And then he said, who? Allah, I never know that someone existed other than me, because I am Musa. Musa he was great. He spoke directly to Allah Azza wa Jal through Ahlul Bayt Salamullah alayhim, and he has all this special thing. Who is the most knowledgeable? He said, this person. If you want to meet this person, fast 40 days. First, at the beginning, he told him 30 days. And then when he did the a'mal 30 days, he said, Allah Azza wa Jal, 10 more, and then you go meet this person. Look, نحن now we are presented by, you wanna meet Imam Mahdi Salamullah alayhi, because he is the most knowledgeable person. He will take you to the ilm al-laduni, to the science, to the deepest science. He wanna show you all the wonders of the universe. And now we can take from Musa, type, what exactly the day equal to our life from the Prophet? If one day to the Prophet, one day equal to a year in our life, as a regular human being will equal to a year. For example, that's why I kept telling you before, the best age to hit is 41. It is the best age where you'll be able to meet Imam Mahdi more. Why? Because there's a hadith, and that's very important hadith for meeting Imam Mahdi. It's saying mutu qabla an tamutu, die before you die. A person will come up to you and will say, I see Imam Mahdi in my dream. I see him in this. I see Ahlul Bayt and so on. Every couple minutes they will say you, I have a ru'ya. He told you do that. And then later you look at his life. Does his life reflect what he's saying about Imam? Did he die inside? Did he have a zuhud inside him? You will see, no, there's no zuhud. Then immediately you know he's lying. If you die before you die, you have no interest in life. You have no interest in life at all. For example, now a dead man. You bring a dead man. Let me show you how. You bring a dead man. You tell him, I'll give you $1 million. Just smile for me. Do you think he will smile? He will care? Can he move it? Can he move his lips and smile? No, he cannot. Why? Because he's dead. Imam Mahdi want a person dead. What do you mean that? Yani not smiling. I don't mean by smiling. Yani he wants you always to. Imam Ali always used to smile. But I'm talking about caring about life. Because life does not mean anything. It's an interference of something greater over there. We have a narration from the, not just narration, the science show us that this word is the seventh coherence from the main thing, which is the heaven. Whereas لا عين رأت ولا أذن سمعت ولا خطر على قلب بشر. What do I mean by that? لا عين رأت, nobody ever can imagine or see what is Jannah is, paradise. Some people in the movies, they will show you paradise like, you know, the movie Avatar, you know, flying rocks, and then you have houses, and then you have river going. Just seeing this picture, many people were impressed. They will say, yeah, we will go to this heaven. But this is not heaven. Heaven doesn't have this physics that we live in. It is something more that nobody ever seen, nobody ever looked at, and ولا خطر على قلب بشر. And if you imagine or not something great, if you imagine it or not, Imam Mahdi, he said, any place that we speak about A'imma in, any place that you speak about A'imma in, or there's a dua inside, or so on, this place will be like heaven. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. So mentioning Imam Mahdi is a heaven. Mentioning his name, reading Hadith al-Kisa, reading Dua Kumail, and so on. So the relationship with Al-Khidr alayhi salam is from this point. I will show you a very great point from the point of view of the scientific point of view. How do you know that when you do tasbih, how do we interrupt I'm sorry. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Allah salli ala wa ala Muhammad. How can we read the language of tasbih? For example, angels exist by their tasbih. Their food is tasbih. For example, if an angel is going to stay alive, for example, when we get hungry, we go and then we eat a pizza, you know, and then we eat something else and something else. Angels do not have pizza stores, do not have restaurants, do not have anything. What do they have exactly? They have tasbih. Their tasbih, yani for example, one word will make them live, will make them gain something great. Alhamdulillah, Allah Azza wa Jal gave us this access over here. For example, you will tell me, just say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim 10,000 times. You'll be able to go and do it. Can an angel do 10,000 times Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim? Maybe he say it one time in his life, maybe one time, and then it will be very strong, very powerful. That's why after saying this previously in my previous lecture, I said something important. I said Jibreel alayhi salam, when he came into Rasulullah, he was afraid from saying the Quran. He couldn't handle saying the Quran. Rasulullah, who told him, Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq? I want you to think about this, reflect about it. See how great our Ahl al-Bayt is. Rasulullah, who told Jibreel Iqra? Not Jibreel told Rasulullah Iqra. Reflect on this, because this will change your life. Why? Because Imam Mahdi is like Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, because he said Muhammad, his name, and his name Abu al-Qasim, and يملأ الأرض قسطا وعدلا كما ملئت ظلما وجورا. You see, there's many links between those two. So in connection with tasbih, what do I mean by that? So an angel, if you want to do tasbih, then there's a word he's going to say. Type. Can we say what is the tasbih of the daw, of the light? How the light do tasbih? Mish Allah Azza wa Jalla said in the Holy Quran, everything is doing tasbih. Even the atoms, even the light, even the photons, even the molecules, even the cells, everything's doing tasbih to stay alive. How the light is doing tasbih? We need to use science. You see how science is important to know how Allah Azza wa Jal is creating. And when someone tell you why those science are important, why you keep telling us these things, because those things are teaching us how Allah Azza wa Jal is great. How photons are doing tasbih. If we want to see the tasbih of photons, we see why they existing. We do it through the science of interference. Look, how you do it through science of interference. You bring two mirrors, you put them in front of each other, and then they interfere between each other. You see, Have you seen it before? Like you playing with a mirror in a restroom, and then you see like a tunnel when you put two mirrors together and you see tunnel between them. Did you ever seen it before? Just play with the mirror, and there's two mirrors, put them together, and then you will see tunnel from this side. Like this mirror has a reflection on this one, and this one has a reflection on this one, and then you will see a tunnel, and then at the very end of this tunnel, what do you see exactly? You see the green light. After tunneling, after all this interference, you see a green light. So who is exactly Al-Khidr alayhi salam? If we're speaking about the green light, who is the Al-Khidr alayhi salam? Who is interfering with who to bring Al-Khidr alayhi salam? Who knows? Imam Ali and Al-Mahdi salamullah alayhi. Because if you have Al-Khidr alayhi salam traveling through distances, then this is Imam Ali. If you having him traveling through times, then he is Imam Mahdi. Even though Imam Ali he was able to travel to that, but when we say Sahib al-Asr wa zaman, the Imam of al-Asr, yani the time and the space, yani al-Asr, I don't know what to mean, yani the universe and the time at the same time, then everything happening from the point of view of time is Imam Mahdi. For example, in Surah Al-Jumu'ah, when we read it, it's very important, by the way, to always pray Salat al-Jumu'ah. Salat al-Jumu'ah is the Salat of Imam Mahdi salamullah alayh. Why? Because the nida of Imam Mahdi for the 313 is the secret of that is in Surah Al-Jumu'ah. إِذَا نُودِيَ لِلصَّلَاةِ مِنْ يَوْمِ الْجُمُعَةِ. He didn't say, you look how Quran is daqiq. مِنْ يَوْمِ الْجُمُعَةِ. He didn't say from يوم الجمعة. When you are inside يوم الجمعة, do you do it from يوم الجمعة or in يوم الجمعة? The nida. You see the language, it's changing. From يوم الجمعة, then we are speaking about من يوم الجمعة, يعني we're speaking about a person, his name Jumu'ah, and he's doing the nida. إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة, not في يوم الجمعة. You see? Did you understand what do I mean? But because it's important to connect it together. إذا نودي للصلاة في يوم الجمعة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله. Always do the tasbih, ذكر الله, tasbih. Why? Because you want you to be like Al-Khidr. فاسعوا إلى ذكر وذروا البيع. You say what the meaning of ذروا البيع? Some of them they say leave your tijara. يعني it's not important. بيع mean selling, buying and selling. Leave it. It's not important. You have something more important than that. It is just maybe half hour. Why you don't want to do it? وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم. But from the bottom point of view, ذروا البيع يعني leave everything you do بيع. You know when you do بيع بيعتك لله بيع. This is for Imam Mahdi. ذروا البيع. Come and do the بيع for Imam Mahdi. You see, in these words, it has the nida of Imam Mahdi for the 313. Why? Because after that it will come وتركوك قائما. They left you قائم. What does وتركوك قائما mean? You ask ulama, they will say, oh, تركوك قائما, and they left you like praying and then you're doing few prayers and then you leave home. No, تركوك قائما is Allah Azza wa Jal is telling you about Al-Imam Al-Qa'im by words, by his name, by his laqab. Look how that important. وتركوك قائما, you need to put many line under that and you keep thinking about it. You never leave Salatul Jumu'ah. If you want to be with Imam Mahdi, always do Salatul Jumu'ah. Always do Ziyaratul Jumu'ah in the morning. Always do Ghusl al-Jumu'ah. We have a hadith that said, if you do Ghusl al-Jumu'ah 40 Jumu'ah, yani every Jumu'ah for 40 times, Allah Azza wa Jal will not make your body disappear when it go to grave. It will be the same thing. And Allah Azza wa Jal will bring you in a Raj'a. Raj'a mean after the Imams comes, there will be a big war, and then all the mu'min will come. From those mu'min will be the people who did Salat al-Jumu'ah and Ghusl al-Jumu'ah from the hadith. So Al-Khidr alayhi salam over here is representing all this. He wants you to understand all this deep meaning. And for sure there's a story between him and Al-Musa alayhi salam. There's a big story. But for you to meet Al-Khidr, what do you need to do? Like Musa did. Why? Because Al-Khidr alayhi salam, he is the person who will make you like the tasbih of the daw. We are what? We are energies. Remember when I told you, every one of you, you see the beautiful thing about the human body? is if you, the component of the stars, they exist inside us. You see the stars, you see them 100 million years away. All their components are inside us. We are built from 4 items. I told you that last week, but I'll repeat it for some people. We are built from 4 things. We are built from fire. We are built from dust, turab. We are built from water and air. We have those 4 things. And for you to be the highest level, you need to use all those materials and make it like a turab. Last week I spoke about that. Same thing, if you wanna take all the anger from you, you have to throw water first and then make it like a turab. And you need to destroy everything inside you, all the egos, and then make it like that. So for you to reach Al-Khidr alayhi salam for 41 days, equal to in our life for 41 years. But Allah Azza wa Jal, if He see you working hard, He will make it faster for you. For example, I spoke before about something very important called as a science of what we call in Arabic طي الأرض. I spoke about this before. I put few sciences, how this will work, how this is so on, but all theoretical. There's nothing we can be able to do it because nobody tried it yet. If someone tried, nobody will say how did he try it about. But if a person, he will reach this place, Allah Azza wa Jal, He will do طي العلم before. If you have طي الأرض, then you have طي العلم. What do I mean by طي العلم then? Same thing like Al-Khidr alayhi salam did. You don't have to be in one science always. You have to study many things very fast. Same thing like you're going from here to this place very fast, because you don't need to stop in every point. You care about the main ultimate point. What is it? It's Imam Mahdi salamullah alayhi. This is how Al-Khidr reached Imam Mahdi. This is how he reached Imam Ali. Do not believe all the stories when you say there's some story that say Imam Ali met Al-Khidr alayhi salam and he gave him Dua al-Jawshan. Don't believe the story. Imam Ali, he will give him the tasbih for Al-Khidr alayhi salam. Imam Ali and then Al-Khidr. See, this is how equal to each other. He always reached Ahl al-Bayt, not vice versa, because all these ones are what we call it Israeliyat. They always changed some narration to show you that Al-Khidr is better than Imam Ali, is better than Al-Imam al-Mahdi. In reality, he is a servant for Imam. Al-Khidr will be responsible for the 313. He's the person who will teach him. But if you want to be from the 313, you have to be from those lights. Tasbih al-Daw. Always remember that. The color green is Tasbih al-Daw. From inside you need to build it, the dust, you put water, and then what will come up? Will come something beautiful. You see? This is what will come. Will make the religion. This is the religion. As-salat amud-ud-din. This is the religion. First salat, saum, and then it's something beautiful came after that. In each one has a different side, and those sides reflect your beautiful personality. And this is how you want to present yourself for Imam Mahdi salamullah alayhi. So today I reflected a little bit about Al-Khidr alayhi salam. Inshallah next week I will go deeper inside his story. We will speak what happened between him and Nabi Musa and Yusha bin Nun, his wasi. And you see, there's something very beautiful inside this story when he spoke about Al-Hut. Al-Hut means the whale. And this will bring us to the first whale. Where this whale exists exactly. And I spoke about this whale before, if you remember. You see, the whale is coming back. Why? Because each one of you have this whale, but where is it where is the intersection between you and someone else? What do I mean by that? For example, some people, they intersect their whale with someone bad, so something bad gonna come up. If you intersect it with Al-Khidr alayhi salam or Imam Mahdi, what exactly gonna come up later? So inshallah, keep tuned for next week. We will speak about this. I hope I was able to cross my point. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله.